Wow, yeah, back at it again. Wow, I'm back in the gym. Yeah, that feel like a switch.
And we're back here. Thanks for bearing with us. Well, all sorted out. While we're hopping into Inferno. First map between these two sides. We got TeamOne starting on the CT. That's some good Inferno affairs last night out from TeamOne.
Yeah.
I don't think this is going to be a very comfortable pick for Vendetta. They're going to have to prove themselves to us here all over, despite it being their map pick.
Yeah, I mean, the match against Nouns wasn't exactly great for TeamOne last night. They lost 8-16,
Right.
and now Chop and Jaquinho are going to
right.
get 3 frags combined as they're moving in towards this B site. That means it's cleared out, and the rotations need to come in here.
Flashbang across, but they do get over. Maluk caught that, but leaving up the numbers and take out Chop, who's been the hero of the round so far. So Jaquinho and Sixy going to have to defend. They at least have this bomb ticking away. Sixy looks like he wants a fight. Luke's going to be peeking into 2. And okay, kill and information on the next as well. Good setup for Maluk, but Jaquinho will at least be able to deliver that first. TRK with the dualies.
TRK needs to hurry up here.
He's got 2 guns. Doesn't have the kit. He needs this fight. Jaquinho trying to buy time, but he hasn't got enough. I believe there's plenty of time for that defuse. Yeah. And that is going to be TeamOne moving on with the pistol.
Yeah, Jaquinho came so close. I didn't think he was going to win that fight with Maluk, but maybe the ping helped him there because the shots weren't connecting on Maluk's side, even though he hit 2 beautiful ones just to give TeamOne the advantage in that situation. It looked like everything was going Vendetta's way until Maluk got in the action, and that means 1-0 in favor of TeamOne. Thing is, there was a bomb plant, so Vendetta should be able to buy up pretty significantly here. Let's see what they decide. Looks like they're favoring more util than necessarily going for the Galils. Oftentimes you'll see full Galils and not much util, but this time it's mostly SMGs and pistols and the one lone Galil in Chop's hands. Over on the other end, we've got a UMP-45, okay, 2 MP9s, A4, A1S, so a bit of a mixed bag there on TeamOne as well. Should be interesting to see how this one plays out, as the smoke's going to get tossed immediately by Maluk there towards mid, because there is a ton of util coming his way. Oh my goodness.
Going through these smokes, pressure on, Tender. Taking this space, Maluk forced off it. He's got reinforcements, so they can't go in there, but it's the pit that's going to be the problem. TRK's on an island, he just can't get anything done. This is disastrous for TeamOne. The bomb's going to be going down. They don't have kits either, which is concerning. They have some util to get through. They can isolate these fights using the smokes, section off the pit, and leave it alone. It's not bad for them if that's how they choose to approach things, but they need to get a kill somewhere in here. They're not deploying the util, they're not deploying the smokes, and with that kill, Sixy might just end it. They're backing off of this. Vendetta snatching this round away with, frankly, shockingly little resistance.
Yeah, I mean, not to mention they only had the 2 MAC-10s, the 2 pistols, and the Galil, and they made it work. That util was just suffocating for TeamOne. They really couldn't get much going because they had to back away from it. Maluk, once he gets the engagements, immediately gets tagged down to 33, can't really reaggress after that point. And as you mentioned, TRK just all by his lonesome there towards pit. There's nothing he could do in the fights that he was taking. Vendetta just had too much of an edge. And that's a great recovery after losing the opening round. Not to mention they get an upgrade. Sorry, Mike.
I was going to say it's going to be a real weird situation for TeamOne, right? Getting away with that many guns. They're going to be buying back in. They've got the UMPs out, the MP9.
2 UMPs.
The M4. Like, it's a viable buy, but a weird one. They're going to need these SMGs to put some hork in.
I don't remember the last time I saw 2 UMPs at any point in time. Purchased
when did they nerf
in a round.
2018?
Yeah, it's back to 2018. Yeah, so
TRK will take the first.
4 years, 5 years.
Not bad. First blood found. A little bit of space gain. That'll slow Vendetta down here.
Maybe the UMP is just not in the meta yet, but it should be, right?
No. Hush now, John.
Okay.
Let's not get weird with this. Anti-ump, as you know.
Oh, I do. That's why I like bugging you.
This is the rare situation where it's justifiable. Because you didn't have the $50 for the MP9. But even with that, Why not buy a 5.7, bro?
I mean, I can't really argue with it with how good the 5.7 is right now.
Flashbang over in towards site. That's why the UMP sucks, but it's still going to get the kill because IDK got about 3 minutes to shoot that gun. So kills coming through. It's looking good. Just left to Jaquinho. He's just going to try and force a plant, but when he smokes up, I mean, this is risky to say the least, and they're applying pressure. Pulled off. He hasn't gotten the kill he was hoping for. Now they know he's off of it, so good luck.
Exposed.
They're swinging, they're poking, they're prodding. 20 seconds. They can realistically just wait him out and make his life a misery, and he knows it. At some point, he's going to have to force the issue, force the fights, and doesn't seem to be willing. The worst thing that could happen here is him getting caught. He knows it now. He's realized it. He's figured that one out, and he will wisely go forward to be slain by Pesadelo.
Yeah, need to get that loss bonus without... I mean, before, he had to die, basically, before time, because if he doesn't get that loss bonus, he's in a huge heap of trouble. So, TeamOne get the second round. Very back and forth, and Vendetta just got bottled up, right? Trying to get onto that B site. 3 players huddled together, and TeamOne just took them down one after the other. The UMP ringing true for, I think, 3 frags combined in that round.
2.
Was it 2?
2. Yeah, IDK
okay,
got
2,
1,
2.
TRK got 1.
Okay, fair enough.
I will give it no more credit than it has earned. TRK's kill was labored.
Okay, fine. But still, 2 frags from the UMP helping out. A nice flashbang thrown by TRK in support. Maluk only gets 1, though.
Oh, they got the rifle.
And did they get the gun?
Yeah,
they did.
Yeah, Chop snatched it. Now they got a full rifle buy. This is a good setup for Vendetta. Pressure on for 1. That exchange actually works out beautifully for them. Yeah, they lose 60, but they've now got 4 rifles. The actual advantage in terms of utility as well. TeamOne are under so much pressure, and TRK is still stuck just on a measly UMP. One trade again, then I realize another player's out, but Pesadelo, the 8K, will light the way. He's low. TRK is not a whole lot better. This could still be recoverable, but Pesadelo takes the initiative. Had to do it. Had to do it to him. Jaquinho very in the flank, as he should be. Mobs comes through to seal the deal, and TeamOne take a very critical round.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that got close again, right? With that trade that happened towards mid, you figure, okay, Vendetta's got that full rifle buy-up, like you mentioned. Is it going to be enough to overcome TeamOne's defense on the A site? The answer is no, and the player who made it a decisive no is Pesadelo. Man, has he been so good for this team. I think he has the highest impact rating so far in this qualifier. No, yes. He has 1.20 impact. 6 kills per round. He's doing a good job here, Mike.
He is. He is indeed. So Vendetta on the back foot early on here, despite some very contentious rounds, despite some pretty good situations they put themselves in. That last round just kind of fade away. And now for TeamOne, this is like the eraser for the whiteboard, right? All the things that came before, you can wipe those away. You don't have to show your work in Counter-Strike. At the end of the day, the number is the only thing that people remember. And this is looking like it's going to be a 4-1. Unless...
shot.
Oh, this is getting interesting. Real quick. Is there smoke for this cross that they picked up? No, there's not. But the bomb's over, and that's fine. They don't have to fight now. The worst thing Tender could do is fight now. Tender kind of wants to fight now.
He really wants to fight.
Oh, Tender. That was the only thing you couldn't do. And now it's left to Chop to be the absolute hero. They get the first. As you realize TRK's close up, has a good idea. I think spotted that foot. He's got it. Chop, you madman. Knows where the last is as well. Just needs the pre-fire 1 shot. He could do it. No.
Oh.
IDK wins out that duel. What a titanic effort from Chop, though.
I told you, Chop is solid, man, and those shots were crisp. It's just such a shame for him that he couldn't get the last one because he did everything right in all 3 engagements, but on the 3rd one, he just didn't hit his shots. 4-1 in favor of TeamOne. The thing is, that round was exceptionally expensive, so their economy is kept at bay. And Vendetta, well, I mean, that in the previous one, they only had the pistols, and they still got the bomb plant and everything. So now they're going to buy into this with AKs, full util. Should be interesting to see how this one pans out. So far, I mean, TeamOne in those close rounds here have had that edge. Vendetta, as we saw last time when these 2 teams faced off, will come back into this one very, very quickly. sail forward. Pesadelo spamming the smoke. Ooh, he's burning alive in that Molotov. He took a lot of damage from Util, already down 35 HP, so he needs to retreat. IDK and Malbs may stick around. No, actually, Pesa will stay with Malbs. Malbs just got gifted a ton of utility. And he's going to drop... Actually, Pesa drops another smoke for him, so Malbs handling most of the util here in defense of the B site.
Pick this offside if they are actually going to advance here on towards A. He's still being dumped, but I think this is more of a fake than anything else. And indeed, yeah, the bomb is shifting. We're below a minute now. It is going to bait out some response from the Team 1 players, but with the stack still on the right site, this could be a tough hit. Player up on flower pots. It's Pesa. Mobs jiggling to drop his smoke. Slow them down. There's that smoke. Going to come through. Might section off 60. He's trying to chase, and he's dead. So they already get that kill that they were looking for. IDK hasn't had to reveal himself in the meantime. Blind spray nets another, as I guess the bomb wanted to go through the smoke. If anything, that might have saved Vendetta. This is bizarre, though. As the plant comes in, they have no idea that IDK is still here. He's taking the first. He doesn't even need to take the second. Late flower plot's so good. And the flashbang sets shop up for destruction.
Another 3K from Pesadelo makes it 5-1 in favor of Team 1. That was a buy-up for Vendetta, but it fell completely flat on the attempted B take. It's the second time that just haven't been able to set foot on the site, and Team 1 have suffocated them, Pesa in particular. And I mean, if you look at the last 3 Mirage maps, Pesa was the top frag in 2 of those 3. 24 frags against Strife, and then against Vendetta, he had 28. The one time he didn't, well, they lost yesterday against Nouns 8-16 because he didn't really show up against them. So it's problematic right now. It's not trending well, I guess I should say, for Vendetta.
No. It's going to be disappointing for them as well because, again, that messy start. It just doesn't matter if you can't win any of the round.
They had that opening, right?
Yeah. Now I just don't think they do. Don't have much of anything working in their favor. Flashbang's going to go for a bit of a Halls pop play, perhaps, but this is just a peek at a boiler. Damage on a Maluk, but he'll be able to reposition it with the op. The health just doesn't matter that much. They're rotating off. They have pulled the numbers over, but Mobs wants an info peek, and when he realizes that no one's here, they're going to send numbers back. Pesa has a molly and a smoke. Pretty preemptive Molotov. But when the smoke goes up, they're going to have to go through it. Time is just getting short here.
Yeah. Team 1.
Oh, no, he's repositioning as they come over. Smoke's not useful. Smoke's not useful, and they've gone through the flower pots. One spotted. Jaquinho, though. Perfect bait. Ace is committing really awkwardly, and Chop realizes it. That was
such a weird round.
Ambitious. Now, advantage back in the favor of Vendetta. They've been allowed into the site, and Team 1 trying to get ahead of it, trying to play the stack, is going to wind up in a save.
Wow. I mean, Pesa repositioning at the exact wrong moment, right? All he had to do was throw that smoke down, peek around, and realize that someone was coming, but he doesn't, and then he goes back to Coffins. Really awkward positioning for him, given that Vendetta were charging up and had already taken down his teammate in Mobs. And after that, well, the result is clear. Team 1 decide that it's the save that is the best option, and they will at least bring an AK, an A4, and an op into this next round. Vendetta are hunting a little bit. They have to be cautious because their money is good, but not great. We'll get their second round. That's the important part.
Huge opportunity as well. They really didn't have any business in that round, right? They hadn't pulled much of anything. Over towards A, a little bit of damage on Maluk, but it was enough to draw the stack. And I mean, really, the sin there for Pesadelo is trying to conserve his smoke. If you're going to go for that reposition, you drop the smoke. You give something to help your teammate out. And that, he just got timing. Tried to hold it a little bit too long. And he gets punished for it. So, Vendetta with a huge chance on their hands to make a game of this.
Oh, that smoke just hit Sixy right in the stomach, so he has to back off. He got slowed down by it, and now they have to wait for it to fade or flash out here. It looks like it's going to be flash out and try to take the space, and no one's home. So Vendetta at least gaining a little bit of forward ground, but they're guised off by their own smoke for the time being. Now,
IDK is going to set up a flash for this.
Yeah,
here's the flash, there's the swing, Sixy dead. Counterflash is there, but it's not fast enough. And now Utility can sail over. Silas, he'll find some damage, but no kill. And Pesa actually sends it back the other way. Disastrous start for Vendetta. They don't even know about the damage on the mobs. It's completely unconfirmed. So none of this is actionable, John.
Yeah. Oh boy, that's a great flashbang thrown, and Pesa's back to his usual stuff, right? One off round, one mistake. You know, it happens, but he's right back to his usual ways here on Mirage. On Inferno. Wow. Not Mirage. Not yet. Jaquinho, chance here. Oh, nice shot from Jaquinho. Maybe the ping helping him out a little bit there as Pesadelo goes down. 3v4, still a lot of work to be done and not much time left on the clock to do it. Mobs gets the headshot on Jaquinho, though. Now Tender and Chop have to think about where they want to go for this, but if it's only Mobs, maybe it can happen. Reinforcements are coming. Oh, so what a flashbang from Maluk. Mobs, no difficulty at all in taking down Chop thanks to Maluk. And Tender, last one standing, no longer. What a flash. Great teamwork.
Yeah, the complimentary CS coming through is really nice right now for one, right? They're just doing a great job of supporting each other. We've seen a few of these Ripper flashbangs where the player from Vendetta just, you know, doesn't get a chance to play back. And they're looking like a well-oiled machine. Apart from that one round, apart from the round that Vendetta got on the board, there have been a lot of good looks for TeamOne, and they look comfortable in this set. There is money to make this happen. They're taking the time out, presumably, to figure out their finances a little bit. Who's going to drop who's going to buy what. But at the end of the day, this should be another investment coming through from the Vendetta side.
And it is. Yeah, they had plenty of cash, and they just wanted to talk about what they want to do in this round, because it's an important one. Loss bonus certainly is racking up. They're at 2,900 into the next round, should they lose this. But the problem is, even if the loss bonus is good, they need to start getting rounds on the board.
Yeah. 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 One of the best signs for TeamOne is actually that Maluk hasn't had to do much yet. Because Pace is a monster. Luke's 3-3. He's perfectly fine. He's doing fine. But he can actually be quite a commanding op presence on Inferno. This is weirdly one of the maps where he's like he levels up. And all right, that's one way to get aggressive. Only one. TRK's now caught. No man's land in towards mid. He used some flashbang support from his teammates, but Molotov's going to section him off. He's able to withdraw through the deep smoke, and it's still going to be an advantage for one. So yeah, they lose Maluk. Yeah, they lose the AWP. But the damage they've done with the bodies they've taken out, still an exchange that favors the Brazilians.
Actually fairly sure that, I'm just trying to think back, every single round that Pace has gotten the first frag, TeamOne have won. So it's still 100% win rate when Pace gets that opening frag.
This is John's tracking statistic for this series. We should just get a counter in the corner every time Pacey gets an opening kill. We watch to see if the streak gets broken.
Oh, I'd love it. Chop. He's waiting around here trying to move in. He's got the reinforcements all grouped up. 41 seconds. Vendetta are going to go for it. Silas could be the first point of contact. He's only got 10 HP.
This is interesting. He's pulled off the angle. I don't think he's heard or seen anything. So just to reposition, it is going to leave the arches open, but they're content to play retake if this winds up coming towards B, and that smoke means it won't. Moving A, this is the right read, this is the right setup. The flashbang ineffective, and now it's a massacre. Goodness. The round is over. The round is over. Silas is going to try and hide this up, and that might even be a tough test. Just depends on his pathing, depends on his routing. If he heads in towards mid, he's a dead man.
He's going to be heard.
Yeah, he might have already heard that audio cue. Mob's nearly got that kill, and he's going hunt. I'll speak.
Oh no!
I'll speak.
Oh no!
No op retrieve, though.
Mike.
Oh no! Oh, that's even worse. No cash money for young Silas. That is a toughie.
Only 1K in the bank, and they probably could have invested into this round because he would have had 3.9K.
It still wouldn't have been great. If the rest of the team takes a half buy and he doesn't buy anything here, they'll be fine in the next.
Yeah,
it's not a huge catastrophe, but it sure ain't nice.
No, it's not nice. A nice nade going to be thrown here. That should be good. Okay, well.
Yeah. It's a blue nade.
Yeah. Maluk posted up here, arch side. will have some contact shortly. He pulls away from the flash and then goes right back in to hit the shot onto 6C. TRK drops tender. Malouk's got himself a second, maybe the third. No, he does go down, and that's an op potentially picked up by Coutinho. Yes, it is, but it's not going to last. Mobs is right there to get the immediate trade, and Chop is the last one standing.
They let him plant? They shouldn't let him plant. Oh my god, he's going to get the plant.
No.
Oh, daylight robbery for Chop. A kill even on top of it. Well done, Chop. Look, it's not going to win them around. It's still going to be 8 on the board for 1. This is dominating half, but at least it gives Vendetta a better chance to fight in the next.
Wow. I mean, in those moments when Vendetta have had those glimpses of a chance, Chop has been the one trying to deliver it to them right before in the attempted 1v3 clutch, and right there gets the bomb plant under the noses of 4 players and also finds a frag. Ay. Well, that will certainly erase the fact that one of the players was caught out after time. That's Silas. Silas was caught out after time, I should say. He'll have enough money now with the extra $800, and it's all good. Coutinho's looking for a target right now with the big green in his hands. Not going to see much of anything. TeamOne don't want to give them those fights. They're playing very passively on the A site. They put more of their attention into that utility control towards Banana, and it looks like they want to try and get deep control of it as well. And there is a frag. Pesa gets while flashed and spamming through the smoke.
Man's just reading the angles. Nades are coming back the other way. He says, someone's got to be here. Let's try my luck. And it's going to work out. Mobs is at some risk. It's an op looking on the other side, but flashbangs will keep Coutinho uncomfortable. Also go for that info hop. Ooh, good luck hitting that with ping.
Just want to say, Mike, Pesa opening frag.
There you go. So they have to win this round.
Yes.
Or else
Or else.
your statistic dies.
Yes.
Pesa will reroute towards
crumbles.
coffins. There's flashbangs to come over from IDK. That's to set up these peaks. There's another one available, so he's just lining it up to wait for the hit to come through. Oh, it goes for the smoke. Well timed. Execute's coming through, but with that smoke to go past, this is going to be a tough ask. There's flashbangs available. They better land true. And they don't. Mission clear. Oh, going to get one. Looking for more. Trade at the very least. This is viable, perhaps. That damage on the Coutinho could be punishing. Oh, IDK won't know how much his crosshair was just on. That's a huge find. IDK found us the first. And now an even situation. Yes, it's just down to the guns for Vendetta, but TRK's laid into this. This is going to be tough. He's just got one more flashbang to try and get his teammates past these choke points. Got to do it with the guns.
What?
That's a heck of a way to get started. Maluk 1 for 1. Pesa with the next. It's all in the tender. Hasn't gotten a kill yet this game, and now he needs to. And he's not got the first, so your streak lives. Pesadelo continues to not just open rounds, but close them.
Oh, absolutely. And stay alive in the rounds where he gets the openers. Just unreal stuff. 14-6 for Pesa. Right ahead of Malps, who's also playing pretty well here at 12-6. On the other side, though, the only player who's really shown up on Vendetta, well, I don't want to say the only player. I mean, it's Coutinho right behind Chop, but Chop has been the one who stood out with the more impactful frags. Timeout going to be called here by Vendetta to talk things over.
Yeah, I mean, John, we got to talk.
It's
about
not.
We got to mention it at this
yes.
point.
Yeah.
The hero of last night in the Strife game has no kills.
Yeah.
Tender sitting
you were
at
going
the
to talk
Owen.
about this, yes.
Unfortunate.
It is. It is. I mean, it just happens sometimes. You know, you have your amazing BO3, you feel like everything's going right, and then right after that, the next day, nothing goes your way.
See if he can crack through that, even if it's not going to be here on Inferno. Get those juices flowing for the future, because this is already looking like a pretty dire map, John.
Just need that first. Just need that first. All right, Pesa's got the opener for his squad, but Silas comes back with 2. That's a man advantage in favor of Vendetta.
Now, here's the question. Does it still count as a Pesa opener if he didn't get the first kill in the round?
I don't think so.
Mobs died first. Okay, so this doesn't get included in the streak.
No, it does not.
It's specifically Pesa putting them into a 5v4 is what the streak includes.
Exactly that, yes.
All right, cool. Just wanted to clarify before we got all excited about this round and what it might mean for the future. Luke going looking. Vendetta with a rare advantage say, all right, chill. Everybody chill. See if they panic and give us a fight.
Everyone's chilled.
TeamOne doesn't seem like they're eager to give him a fight. They're chilling. And it seems like it's going to be a group up for the bracket control. Maluk coming into the angle. There's flashbangs to push him off, but if they try peek this, Maluk... Oh, he's so ready. He's seen the elbow. He's got the kill, and he's out of there. The numbers evened.
Time is getting low as well.
Threatening the arch, though. That is the one position Maluk decided not to reinforce. They assumed that he might have moved off the angle as the opera, and this is going to get real interesting because now there's pressure on towards B. They've got the read, but they got to go fast, and IDK can just shut this all down. He's got a Molotov as well. If he mollies that, I don't think they can get past that choke point. You have a scope on that gun for a reason, IDK.
Oh, no.
From that range. Well, that was a choice. And it is going to cost them. A bomb is going to go down. Well, there's plenty of money, so this retake is definitely on.
Very strange to hold that angle without scoping in, right? Especially with a gun where the scope would help immensely. One kill, in fact. Could have been enough. He gets one, hides, and just goes for cover. That's it, look. Now up to TeamOne. Try and get back into this one. Jaquinho's very low at 17 HP, but still alive, hiding behind those coffins. A couple of players behind the smoke there towards CT, and Jaquinho takes care of Maluk, and TRK says, nope, 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 nope. I'm getting the heck out of here, trying to save this up.
Really got chased down, but he's going to have the AWP, and that's what they're looking for going into the next round. Just, you know, keep it alive. Bomb's a little low. This is a good decision all around. Still, though, that little bit of an awkward situation for IDK. Actually has the rifle for the situation and just doesn't scope.
He had the tools, but didn't use them properly.
Oh. So it goes. A breath of air for Vendetta, a team that was getting stomped out. Now at least gets another chance here on Inferno to try and put together 5 or 6 rounds. I'm gonna say they need 6. 5, I'll allow 5.
Yeah, 5 is serviceable for sure.
Silas is burning. Gets the smoke down, but it was a little late, so he's taken quite low. Chaser of a nade, not too effective. But he will push the presence from TeamOne past the top banana choke point. And this is a lot of real estate that can be gained at low cost.
Yeah, and they will gain it. Vendetta, one atop banana, Molotov thrown. And there's the counter util from TeamOne, and it will force Vendetta off of this spot. That's really good timing to throw the incendiary for IDK. And now he's got the smoke ready if they decide to push out. But Vendetta, for the time being anyway, are going to back in towards mid and gauge their options.
"45 seconds. A lot of these rounds have gotten late. Again, it seems like Vendetta are okay with running this clock out, hoping that they can get some sort of an advantage. 60 showing presence at banana. Hasn't pulled a rotation just yet, and well, now just as Pesadelo starts to move over, smoke to come in on A. So now they know the jig is up. 28 seconds. There's a lot of bodies towards the site. This could turn into a B split, but they haven't seen anybody yet, so they are moving in. Need contact. They need something. This first contact could determine so much. Maluk hits it. Not the second, and in a moment, they sweep off all of the A defenders. Maluk, the only one, able to really fire back. Bomb down and a save called.
Oh, man, I'm surprised TeamOne didn't read that sooner. I'm talking about the 2 players on B who stayed there for so very long. It was 20 seconds left, and I mean, it was quite clear in Telegraph where Vendetta were going. Sure, it could have been a last-second push towards the B site, but yeah. TeamOne needed to respond a little better. Maybe at least send one over to try and help. But once Vendetta charged in, yes, Maluk hits the opener, but wow, what a sequence afterwards. Chop hits 2 simultaneously. Nice little transfer. And IDK is just trying to save the A1S. He might be able to. 60's pretty lit at 14 HP. He might just hide here. So, yeah. IDK gets away with the A1S. So does Malbs. And that means they'll probably reinvest into this next round. But Vendetta finally have strung together a couple of rounds in a row.
Yeah. Crack the eco a bit. So here you go. Here's your here's 5 served up on a silver platter. Vendetta have taken a long time to get into this game, but better late than never. They can crack through. Got a real chance here still on their map pick. TeamOne opting to get weird here down mid with the lesser weaponry. I love it. Foot on the gas. 1 kill taken. TRK. Well, it's even trade so far. And towards alt mid, it's getting spicy, but advantage going to be here for Vendetta. They got the weaponry as well. Maluk just with the P250. No utility to speak of. They're going to need a Mob's hero round if this is going to happen. So Wisely rotating the gamble. They set up the crossfire. I mean, there's smokes for the cross, but still, this could get weird.
Mobs.
And he's not going to trust his instinct. He's not going to trust his read.
Yeah. I mean, there's still a lot of time left on the clock, right? So they don't necessarily know where Vendetta are going to be. But I would like to see a stack, either A or B, even if it's the wrong gamble, right?
Gotta do something about this. Maluk's trying to body block, show a little presence, chase them off of this, but hearing just a P250, they are not very concerned. Good desperate attempt for Maluk, but that should be the round. Mob's likely just going to save this gun for the final round of play.
Yeah, Maluk doesn't have much to save. I mean, it's $300, P250.
He's gonna go get a gun.
Maybe he can get a gun. That's right. Yes, there are guns on the ground.
Tons in towards mid. Lots of options. So Maluk will go find a rifle, bring it through, give on over.
Even upgrade the pistol to a deagle. Why not? All right.
Smokes found. Lots of little bits and pieces, right? AKs, one-shot, headshot. A lot of availability. Still, I think Vendetta are so very grateful now that they've managed to climb this to 5.
Yeah, there's no question. I mean, they've made this a serviceable first half. Now, 6 would be ideal. But TeamOne, because they saved those 2 rifles, set themselves up for a pretty decent buy-up in this 15th and final round of play of the first half of action here. Both teams pretty much maxed out in terms of util and hardware. The only thing I think that TeamOne would like to have, of course, is the op in Maluk's hands. But outside of that, pretty solid. Jaquinho charging up, taking the opening fight. He could catch Maluk off guard here, and no, Maluk gets away. Luckily, slips.
Did they TRK's position off of this?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, after they saw Maluk.
They're not going to check it. They're not going to check it, but they got to be wondering what Maluk was doing there and then flying out early in the round. I don't think they've processed exactly what's happening, but they've got the threat of Tender now here at the balcony, who, by the way, got his first kill in the last round, and his only kill of the half. But hey, you got one.
Broke the goose egg.
Broke the goose egg. Time to make some omelets. So it's a Maluk first kill in the round, which means that they can still apparently lose based on your voodoo talisman.
Let's see what Maluk's stats are. 75%, so 3/4 of the time they win when Maluk gets the opening frag.
Forcing this. Smoke will section him off. Mesa wants to fight. Trying to bring the spam through. He's finding a lot of soften up damage. No kills just yet, and they want to chase him. Pressure on. Mob's caught out. Can't get back to cover. Very open on towards the site. The utility's gone here for Vendetta, but 1 for 1 is fine. Now the bomb will go down. There's nothing that TeamOne can do about that. They do have the retake util, but they need TRK to start hucking that in if this is going to get going. Flashes galore. Smokes move it in. No one's back. New box. Good read from Vendetta, not having that utility to survive in the position. 60 eats the flash, still gets a kill.
Oh, wow.
A fortunate break here. The 2-on-2, now just a one-man clutch. Maluk needs these kills, and he needs them now. Kits are down. They're just not going to give him the fight. Provided they don't do that, there's very little that he could be expected to do. Shop will finish him off. 6 rounds found for Vendetta to bring us to the half.
Smoke bed in heaven, got a whole agenda. Can't aspire to get ahead, so bump that. It's no surrender. Got a dollar flipped up. I'm trying to get it in FT to get them when they're hand and crypto. Learn how to fix that. I don't really hold out of books, but I'ma learn how to fix that. Some opportunities that never come unless you paying attention. So no, I can't miss that. Moving. MVP, I got the record. I might have to prove something. Big jumper worthy. They gon' have to retire my jersey early. Whole crew coming. Had to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket. Yeah, I did. even no wins. Yeah, I did all that, had to make it happen. Putting hours in my practice, I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, yeah, run it, ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my big dog, walking big talk, young veteran, living legend, bet I'm better than them. This is my ship, I'm a jacket like Letterman, y'all better not let them in. They gon' rotate this, so I keep the pedaling, started a chain. The cycle is heaven sent, this is from God, but I'm not your reverend, not in the pulpit. I'm a pit bull in this element, yeah. Said you gon' pull up, then settle it, yeah. I've been married to this hustle, this is my ring, watch I step in it, yeah. And I ain't even got a yard, but I'ma get it here. Watch I touch down, pulling plans out the clutch. Everybody getting crushed, the cut down is for us now. Have to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket, yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits, yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no wins, yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen, putting hours in my practice, I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs, yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, yeah, run it, ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my, yeah. I'm such a weirdo, tattoos from my toes to my earlobe. Was a role model, I never had a hero. I learned how to live through the stereo. Coming from where I come from, the inferior. Everything you see ain't what it appears though. Everything that I built, made that from zero, then added a zero. I am my hero. You couldn't imagine what it's like in my mind. It's beauty and catastrophe at the same time. Remember they laughed at me when it was game time. Now I know that they mad at me, I'm one you can't find. I'm not from the day, I come alive at night. I'm not what you used to, couldn't recognize. They all on the ground while I'm taking flight. Yeah, you're welcome to join me, I promise I won't bite.
Things they say, they're never getting in my way. And even if I make mistakes, I will always season through. Cause I don't wanna play your
And we're back here, folks. Quite the recovery for Vendetta. 9-2 down, John?
Yes, I think it was 8-2 actually, but either way.
Quite the rally out from Vendetta. Now, if they can get this pistol round, I mean, they're off to a great start in the second half of Inferno.
Unbelievable.
Frankly, yeah. I don't believe it. But it happened, John. I witnessed it.
It's unbelievable. I'm sorry. Like, the way TeamOne were playing, it just was leading that charge, 16 frags, and really making up for that bottom side of the scoreboard. And I would even say Chop and Jacquinho. Everyone else was really actually first half with 6 rounds.
This is going to get weird. If they are actually going towards B, Luke's now realized it. He's saying, hey, guys, go back. Hey, everybody's here. But no, they're just going to continue forward. Why
really?
not?
Okay.
Which is interesting because it's a 2-on-2 exchange, and they saw more bodies here. But they're fearless. Turn to the fray. Think on a 6C will be a 1-for-1 exchange. It's down to the 2-on-2. TeamOne. Banana. Actually get this bomb planted. That's a huge dink. Means the Chop can't fight this as accurately. The bomb should be planted, and Pesa even gets a reposition. Itching for this fight. He continues to whittle down Chop. These body shots will be enough. So Tender, man, he was bullied all of the first half. He's gonna have to try and get a little revenge here. They need Tender to pop off. Chop can only do so much. Time's becoming an issue. They don't have a kit. There's not one down towards sight. Both these players goosh. The health abysmal. They just can't find the headshots. TeamOne are toying with them, and they're running out of time, and they know it. All on the Tender. It ain't happening. Not here. Not now. Not today.
Oh, great work from Pesadelo there in the post plant. Gets the 2 frags, and he just kept whittling away at the last 2 players on Vendetta, and eventually only 13 HP combined amongst them, and it just was not enough. Not to mention there was no kit available to help defuse that bomb. So time was against them, HP against them, and TeamOne get an important pistol round victory, and now they've gotten into double digits at 10-6. Vendetta, off of that, they're going to force up immediately, knowing they're in double save territory anyway. 2 5.7s, 2 Deagles, and the MP9. Chop, where are you playing? Are you guys all playing together? They absolutely are. 4 players moving back to the A site. Only 1 on B, that is 6E. And the final destination for TeamOne has not yet been determined. They've dropped that bomb at the bottom of T-Ramp, which means they're going to poke and prod their way around this map and try to find the opening. I'd say once they get a frag, they'll likely grab that bomb and go towards the site they found the frag into. Smoke gonna pop off here from 6E. Trying to make the presence on B bigger than it actually is. Or feel bigger than it actually is, And it works. TeamOne are funneling to the stack site. The benefit of dropping smokes, Mike.
True. And real. They haven't committed just yet. That arch smoke is a problem, right? Because instead of giving themselves the option to wrap B, they're going to section this off, try and move up the lane, and that is the ideal situation for Vendetta. If they come up short, oh, this could be bad.
They're walking right into a 3-way crossfire.
And they'll just kill everybody. So that works. All right.
Okay.
Chop
Yeah,
gets
sure.
one, but what
Tender,
one
Tender.
exchange that is, and Tender does no more. So, hey, if you roll into the stack and you just are better, it doesn't matter.
It reminds me of the Bad News Bears way back in the day, Mike. When they were we're talking like a couple of years back, in fact, but when they were just bullying teams, right? They'd walk into stacks, they wouldn't care. They'd go in there and completely demolish them, essentially challenging them, even though they had the stack site with the pistols.
Yeah, they would actively identify stacks, hit
Yes,
them,
and go into them.
intentionally attempt to win. Yeah, that was an entertaining time, shall we say, in good old NACS. 60? Oh, it went to Maluk. It's a team ace. I was wondering if he was going to get that. Didn't want to say it. Didn't want to jinx it. But
He
team
got
ace there for TeamOne.
So well played from TeamOne, just overpowering Vendetta despite a very solid setup on that A site, given the limited firepower that they had off of that force buy. And now Vendetta have to save. They can still invest in some upgraded pistols, wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea. Try and give themselves a bit of an edge, but only a couple of players do so. A Deagle for Chop,
flashes.
a 5.7 for Tender. Yes, those 2 flashes could help, and the stack will be on B this time.
It is
Might
so
charge out here.
interesting to see 6E be the flash man.
I mean, I feel like maybe because Consti isn't there, and Consti does take care of some of the utility.
Either way, the massacre on Banana. Tender got one. That's nice. Doubled his kill total. But it does mean that it's another comfortable round for TeamOne. They built up some serious early economy here. They got a lot of cash in store. 4 rifles up. Yes, 2 Galils, but whatever. It's going to be fine in this first gun round. It's a pretty ideal bonus round situation.
I mean, I say that, but I actually just realized that Pixie, in fact, is their top utility player, right?
Yeah.
Over the last 3 months.
It's a pretty cool transformation. He's not been having the impact individually, but it just seems like he shifted up roles and become a bit more of a well-rounded player in terms of what he's doing for the squad.
Fragging duties, focusing more on supporting the team right now. And he's doing the same thing right here. Anyway, Jaquinho is going to have an engagement on his hands. He has to fall back to the site. Malps gets taken down to 17. Jaquinho can't connect, but Tender does. Finally, Tender has woken up, doubling up his kill count with a couple, and then gets the third. All right, Tender, welcome to the match. 3v2 in favor of Vendetta. Maluk and IDK, they are worlds apart right now.
They have time, though. They have time, John. They could put some air in this. Maluk's hoping that someone's going to come looking down Banana. That's not going to happen. He could actually catch his mid player. No, it's not to be. Tender doesn't know which way to read this. Did he check mid? Oh, he does, and it doesn't matter. He can't hit it. Cannot hit the shots, and that's a straight-up fight. Luke even gets an upgrade. Spot Silas. Jiggling it. And
What a
that's
spot.
great execution.
And he got the-
Spots the last. He's got the kill. Maluk takes command.
Oh no, man. You gotta win that if you're Vendetta. Tender finally gets on the board in a significant way at 3K, and then everything falls apart. I think Tender actually was he was a little overambitious going for that mid peak and ended up getting caught out and then goes down. Didn't really have to. Could have just held the angle towards the A site and waited for TeamOne to come to him, but instead he kind of gets those dominoes toppling in the direction of his own team. As Luke, I mean, great 3K. He did everything right. Jiggle peeking, getting all the information, and timing was just perfect. Mr. Maluk right behind Pesadelo with 18 frags. Now the battle for Banana begins.
The bananal.
Sure. Why not?
Banantal? Banantal, I think, is better.
Banattle? Did you say Banattle first?
Banantal. Yeah. Sixy showing us those chops. Looking very good playing off his teammate's flash. That Deagle still deadly. Talked about his shifting role, but he still got it when he wants it. Now a man advantage with just the pistols. I mean, these are dangerous guns. 5.7s and Deagles. Oh, and that's exactly why. Silas, a heck of a connection. TRK will bring it back, but his position's now known, and the bomb's still down the ramp. Actually, if they hold... Oh, Maluk, is he going to read this? He does. He spots the next as well. Maluk might be bailing his team out once more. Jacquinho in a tough spot. Maluk knows he's in logs, and that smoke does not do what Jacquinho was hoping for. Oh, ping!
Okay.
Maybe working to Jacquinho's advantage. That drops the bomb with only 30 seconds to go. TRK's got to run this. He's got to run this, and he's so wary about the mid player. He knows he could be giving away the audio cues. It's such a tough situation to be in. Timing will be everything. Tender's got it. One shot to the back of the head. Vendetta do what they could not in the last.
With an inferior buy-up.
Yes.
So just the weird ones that are going Vendetta's way at this point. But that could be what kick starts them here in this second half. TeamOne, though, plenty of cash to absorb that round loss, so they will have 4 AKs. They have to settle for a Galil in Mobs' hands, but that's not that big of a deal. Full utility outside of that. Chop and Sixy, along with Jacquinho, going to go for that utility battle once more here at Banana. IDK up ahead of it. He's trying to get the advantage here, and he does. That's the opening frag in his favor. His Chop is dropped by the wayside. Nade will fly through. Molotov sails right back in their direction, and that is a great way for TeamOne to kick off this round. Now they're going to fall off Banana completely. This looks like they might try to blitz the A site, Mike.
Oh, Silas. He's going to get cleared, actually. That was nearly disastrous, but they check it in the last possible moment. Winds up being okay. Pesadelo is still under major risk. Substantial threat. That smoke could help him out. The utility alone distracting. Pressure into the pit. It came through? No, they didn't. Okay. Thought 60 had just pressed through.
I did too.
Ender, big shot, looking for more. This is going to prompt 60 in. Now it's just all left to Maluk, and he pulled off some theatrics previously. He's got 50 seconds to work here. This would be another bonkers round if he somehow found it. There is a path. He wants to rotate all the way back around, and realizing that Jacquinho is going to start to shift. But 60, the off angle, a cheeky little boost up, nets him the frag, and nets Vendetta a must-win round.
Tender's just a CT-sided player, Mike.
There you go.
That's what we've determined.
Just had to crack that one round, man. Sometimes it be like that.
He's really started to contribute in a big way. All right, well, Vendetta still have a very tall hill to climb. 13-8 in favor of TeamOne. 5-round lead, but this one will be potentially a little easier to deal with. Pesa has gone for the hero AK. Everyone else onto pistols. 2 Deagles, 2 Glocks, and 4 flashes. So they're likely just going to try and set Pesa up for as many engagements as they can. Lots of util being expended early towards Banana, and here TeamOne come. They're already up into Arch. They should get spotted by Chop very shortly.
Certainly
Chop
heard.
along with Sixy. Yeah, here it is. Sixy gets one, only one. IDK trades him out. Chop is waiting in the corner. He also gets in on the action. Maul needs to be careful here, and he comes around with the Glock Mike and gets the headshot. That's the upgraded 2 rifles now.
They need to pick up this bomb. They need to pick up this bomb. hesitating, wary of the library peak, and now, how does Vendetta read this? There's still a player
I don't know.
in underpass. Trying to take up space towards apartments, taking ground elsewhere, but one are just waiting, trying to figure out what's actually happened with the clear back in towards short. They're going to get flanked. It's going to be the pinch on towards the B player. If Maluk does this quietly, he might actually get Jaquinho for free.
Oh, Jaquinho's looking around.
Oh, he's going back to check. He just spotted it. And now they have to move quickly. If that bomb hesitates, it's lost.
He got
Tender?
spotted. He saw him.
Yeah, but pull the trigger, man.
Maybe he just wants to keep that flank safe. I don't know, but that could
Drop
be
the
to a
bomb.
plant. It's true. You're right.
Round
You're
would
right.
be over. Now there's still a doubt. I don't know whether he didn't process what he'd seen, but the bomb plant goes in. That's already a win for Team One, considering the circumstances. Further damage possible. This is really threatening. Tender's first. Mobs, can he do anything here? Spam on the site. No, it won't be a massive issue. No major economic damage. The bomb plant, though, is a nice boon for Team One.
But, I mean, Mike, Ender played the long game, right? Just being patient. And it panned out, at least for the round victory, but I do agree they could have denied the bomb plant and prevented Team One from having as strong of an economy as they do here. But now, well, they're going to have to worry about all that additional util. We'll see if it makes a difference, though. Vendetta, in the meantime, are also building up their economy. Not looking too shabby. That foundation is in place. A couple of AKs to help out with those one-shot headshots. And Jaquinho's getting aggressive. He's already peeking out towards mid, hoping to get that first fight. TRK has jumped his way up. Right next to balcony. He wants to jump up, and now he finally does. Mobs, in the meantime, is trying to engage towards Banana, but the util has been suffocating, and he's down to 31 HP. I think Team One don't really want to go that much further in, at least for the time being.
No, seems that way. Backing off a bit. Okay, so looking for some entries so he can fulfill the prophecy. They're not giving it to him just yet. That's a nice nade. My God, Tender caught all of that. He must have caught that in his teeth.
Jeez.
56 points of damage off that HE. That is nearly a perfect shot.
Crazy.
Ay. HE mama. Seems like this is going to finish B, though. How many smokes? They have another one here?
They do.
Nope. No, they do not.
Oh, you mean two? Or, okay, I misunderstood.
There was
your
one
question.
over on A. It's now been used. I believe they are now smokeless.
Are you talking about Vendetta?
I was talking about Vendetta,
Okay.
yes, to see if they could stall it out. There is a smoke for the
gotcha.
cross. We got our wires crossed, and here
Yes,
goes
we
the
did.
cross. Let's see what they got. No more utility. It's all about the guns here. 1 for 1. Not bad. Can they do it again? 60 up on second orange. Yes, they can. Bomb's going down, and it's going to be a straight-up firefight. Silas
Oh,
has one
TRK.
flash to get them through. TRK catches one. The second as well. Not quite, but look at that damage. With that,
1
I don't know if
HP.
Vendetta's going to want to go for this.
Yeah, I think that was enough to deter them from trying for the
Nope.
retake. They could go for exits, but I'd be surprised, Mike, if they try for this.
They're trying for it. They're trying for it. They've got kids. Jaquinho's going to try and bait for his teammate and set up Silas. Flashbang there. Not very effective. He's gone. Silas.
Okay.
Down to half. No information. Full sprinting it. Knowing he's got no time. Here's the tap on. There's the execution. And that's going to be a 14th round for Team One.
I mean, it felt like the end result that we would get regardless, even if they attempted it. I understand, right? It's a 2v2, even numbers, maybe try for something, but you have your opper literally on notice at 1 HP, and he's the one going in first. I mean, it makes sense because he wanted to get the trade, but and the bomb's ticking away. There's not much time left on it. Oh, well, they had the money to absorb it, but... Team One, pick up a 14th. 2 Galils, 3 AKs into this round. Their money's not that great either. Silas has already moved his way towards Boiler. Could he get caught out here? No. He fades off just in time, right as IDK was trying to come out and take care of business. Jaquinho, though, does manage to get the opener onto TRK as Team One have pushed into Arch. I think Vendetta are likely aware of this. Yeah. 60 is watching, looking for that first target. No! Blindsided by Pesadelo, and now a 4v4 and so much space towards B side. There's a problem here, though, Mike. The bomb is over at alt mid.
It's all right, though. It's complete confusion for Vendetta. They have no idea how to read this, right? They have no idea how to read this and just keeps netting 3 frags. That's a great adjustment for Silas. The trade is there, though. It's still not ideal for Vendetta. Jacquinho is going to have to go ham here. That smoke, not quite as deep as they'd hope.
Could have been better, yeah.
Nade effective. Is there a flashbang here? There is. IDK can throw this. That's what they're hoping for. Jacquinho in the close-up no-scope. Full scope a re-smoke up. It's getting weird. It's getting real weird. And it's time for some Mobs heroics if they're going to bring this round through. 40 seconds still. There's time. Why doesn't spread? Might misread the plant spot off of that. Also wants to press the fight forward, though. Got shot first. Isolated. Decent damage on, but no finishing blow, and he needs that. Now he knows he's got to get turned around. 6 bullets only with a Galil. Headshots are bust, and it's not to be. Great recovery into that one. Vendetta, it was full discord and chaos, but that kill into Boiler, that's the turning point of the round.
Yeah, and a smoke that just misses the mark very slightly, right? If that smoke's a little bit deeper, guys is off the bomb, it'll create much more chaos for Jacquinho. Maybe he doesn't hit that shot. Team1 grabs the bomb, goes and plants it at B. I mean, it's a whole different story. Instead, Jacquinho turns it around by his lonesome, uses that misthrown smoke to his advantage, and Mobs couldn't do anything, of course, in that 1v2. It's just such a tough situation, right? So, Vendetta do indeed hit double digits at the very least, and they force Team1 on to Tech9s only. 4 Tech9s charging their way up alt mid. Will the apartments be their final destination? Maybe a waterfall out of apps? Certainly viable with the techs. Tender will be a critical point of contact. If he gets caught with Util, it's going to be tough, and he gets timing. Pesa finds one. Silas manages to get only one, and then Pesa gets himself the 3rd frag on the round for Team1. 6C and Chop, last 2 standing, and Mike, they have to save.
Did Tender shatter some mirrors today? Walk onto some ladders?
I don't know.
The Black Cat's been crossing his path because this guy just cannot catch a break.
I mean, he was starting to get into his rhythm, but that is just really tough. He got
at least on the
timed.
CT side, right? We didn't spectate him much on the T side,
yeah.
So it wasn't really. I couldn't really judge the situation. On the CT side, feels like he's played all right. I mean, there's been some moments of, shall we say, not so much success, but there's also just been moments like that where he gets completely timed with utility in hand.
It's rough. Like there's, I mean, it's just difficult to kind of blame him for that. It just happens.
Certainly is. So the pistol round works out beautifully for Team1, picking up the pace and smacking Vendetta in the old mouthpiece. Now they just need 1. And the money, it's gone. Apart from those saved weapons, there's going to be very little for Vendetta. They're digging around in the canal to try and find something that they might just be able to use in this round, John.
Yeah, this is a must-win map for Vendetta, I would argue, because on Mirage, I don't really think that they're going to fare too well against Team1. If they do, hey, you know, I'll be very happy to be surprised, but right now they need to get on the board here and push this one to overtime to make it at least a possibility. Oh, that's a good start. Chop, as you guys just saw, gets that around the edge of the smoke. Team1 have made the adjustment. They're waiting for more of a push to come through, and it does. TRK gets caught off down to 49 HP, but at least survives, and now it looks like they want to be fully committed to this B site. They're just going to walk in and hope that they can find the frag. 60 smoked off. Jacquinho waiting on the site, manages to connect on the Mobs. Will that force them back? They go back a little bit for the time being, but Pesa does manage to clear out Jacquinho. That will maybe open up enough space for them to get this ball planted, Mike.
Oh, that collat. That was Maluk through the smoke with the op. He tagged 2. He tagged 2. The nade finishes off the 1. That was just blind firing on the angles. Silas, he's the only healthy player. Chop's got nothing in the tank. Down to fumes. They've got to go. There's no time to spare. Silas, he's got a kid at least, but the nades are sailing in, and this could be Ruination Day. They're not giving him his fight, and Pesadelo will signal death. 16-10 is the scoreline. Team1 snatch away their opponent's map pick to move up 1-0 in this series, and it is tough streets now for Vendetta, John.
Yeah. Oh, man, that was looking so good for them too, right? You got the opener from Chop, Jacquinho pitches in and manages to get one with the deagle, and then it all just falls apart in a moment.
They did enough. They did enough to make that interesting. They did enough to give us a real fight. I thought they were...